everyone, thank you for joining me. My name is Cassandra. This is my cat Daisy, and we are going to be taking you through this short morning class, really focusing on building up a little bit of strength today. So more of an intermediate level flow. No props are required, and we're going to start lying down on our backs. So you're making your way all the way down. Just start soles of the feet together, recline butterfly pose, knees apart. And I like to reach the arms up overhead so that I'm stretching into my shoulders and upper back a little bit. Just taking a few deep breaths here, in and out through the nose. And we'll have some core strength in our flows today. But right now, allow the belly to be relaxed and soft. Feel how the inhale inflates the lower part of the stomach and let it fully deflate, dropping belly button to spine when you exhale. And you can just bend your elbows at 90-degree angles here, and we'll lift our knees up, widen your feet towards the edges of the mat, and we'll just drop the knees from side to side in a windshield wiper motion. I like to flex the feet, so I'm just rolling on the heels. And think of pushing into your lower back when you come through center before shifting the knees to the other side. And really pushing down on the thighs, getting a little stretch. And the next time you have your knees going over to the right, hold them here. Maybe you just want to hang out here. If you'd like to add on, you're going to cross your right ankle over the top of that left knee. And I'm going to stretch my left arm up overhead. So I'm really trying to lengthen out through the left side of my waist, as if someone was pulling on your hand and at the same time lightly pushing down on that left knee. And we'll uncross the legs. Go do the same thing to the other side. So let your knees and thighs drop over to the left. You can cross your left ankle over the top of your right knee and reach your right arm up overhead. So getting into the obliques, big side body stretch. You might feel this a little bit through the hip flexors as well. And coming all the way back through to center, walk your feet in and narrow your stance so your hip width distance apart, arms by your sides, palms facing down, lifting up into our bridge pose. Think of rocking through the pelvis, pushing through your heels, and then lifting your seat up. Push down into your heels and into the big toes so you're not letting your knees splay open to the sides. Hug a little bit through the inner thighs. You're being very curious today. One more big breath as you lift and control the descent on the way down. So roll, use your abs as you connect first mid back, low back, and then tailbone to the floor. We'll bring our knees into tabletop pose. Lift head and shoulders off of the mat. Reach your arms long. Pull belly button in, and almost like our low boat pose, you can extend the legs out at around eye level. Bend the knees once more. Grab a hold of the thighs, and we're going to use that to rock ourselves up. Coming to take a seat into a butterfly fold from here. So soles of the feet come together to touch. Make this a passive forward fold. So I'm allowing my spine to round, not pushing, not pulling. Letting the head drop, gravity doing pretty much all of the work for us here. Just a gentle stretch along the spine. And we'll lift ourselves up. Let's find tabletop pose for a few rounds of cat and cow. Palms under shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Spread your fingertips wide. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, tailbone up. And exhale, around and reverse. And just keep going here, in and out through those two poses. Twice more. Last one. Now come to a neutral tabletop pose. We're going to build on here. I'm going to shift so I'm closer towards the top of my mat. Tuck the left toes under. You're going to pull your right knee in towards your belly, round it in, and then inhale, stretch it up and back. From here, lift up to your plank pose as you tap your right knee to your right shoulder. Come back, extend that right leg out, left knee down, and squeeze knee in towards your chest. So we just repeat that a few times. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, plank pose. Tap your knee to your shoulder. Left knee comes down, stretch the leg back, and squeeze. Pull it in twice more. Last one. Inhale to reach. Plank, exhale. Inhale to reach. Exhale, squeeze it down. Let's lift up into our three-legged dog. Right leg stretches all the way up. Bend your right knee, open up your hip. Think of squeezing that heel in towards your seat. And we'll step our right foot forward between the hands to the top of the mat. Back knee comes down to the floor into our low lunge. Think of reaching tailbone down, drawing the lower belly in and up. If you'd like to add a little back bend, bring your palms together and shift your gaze up. Make sure those back toes are curled under. We're going to bring our chest forward, open up the arms, interlace your hands behind your lower back, and think of lifting your knuckles off of the tailbone. Keep your gaze steady as you lift up into your high lunge and then dive forward and down. So staying nice and stable through both legs. If you need more support, let your chest rest on your thigh. Otherwise, hover off of the leg. One more big breath in here. And let's find our plank pose. Palms down, step that right foot back. Lower all the way to your belly. Point the toes back once you're there. 3 little baby cobras. Anchor into the hip bones, push into the tops of the feet. Inhale, lift up. And exhale to lower. Re-anchor, push the hip bones into the floor. Lift up, squeeze the shoulder blades behind you. And we lower down. Last one. And we lower. Press back. Take a little child's pose stretch. And we'll be ready to set ourselves up on the second side. Lifting up into our tabletop pose, making sure we're somewhere closer towards the top of the mat. Have your right toes curled under this time. Pull your knee in towards your nose, round and contract, and then stretch it all the way back into your plank pose. Tap your left knee to your left shoulder. Inhale, right knee comes down, stretch the left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose, contract. A few more like this. Inhale, reach. Exhale to plank. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, knee to nose. Keep going. So really utilizing core strength here so that we're not rushing from one movement to the other, especially when that knee comes back down to the floor. One more here. Inhale, reach. Tap the knee to your shoulder. Reach it back. Pull your knee to your nose, and let's lift up into our 3-legged dog. So left leg goes all the way up. Bend your left knee. Open up that hip. And we'll step it forward in between our hands. Coming into our low lunge, back knee comes down to the floor. I'm going to keep my back toes curled under. This will help once we're ready to lift up and dive forward in our high lunge. And maybe the palms come together to touch. Challenging your balance a little bit here by shifting your gaze. looking past the thumbs. Think of almost pushing your palms together so there's a little bit of pressure. And separate the hands, interlace them the more unusual way. Get the other thumb on top, shrug the shoulders, lift the knuckles up, and then we lift that back knee and dive down. So either resting our chest on our thigh or having it somewhere a little bit more towards the inside of that left leg. It requires a good amount of strength through both legs. Into our plank pose. Left foot steps back, lower all the way down. 3 baby cobras again here. Upper body lifts up and lowers. Keep the feet grounded twice more. Last one. And let's press it back. Take a wide-legged child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart. Resting the forehead down towards the mat. These morning classes are a great opportunity to set the tone and set the intention for the day ahead. If you've practiced with me, you know I'm a big fan of just choosing one word as a daily intention, just a word you want to remind yourself of throughout the day. And we'll walk our hands in, just come to take a seat. We'll take a little seated twist before we close. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's bring our left hand to the right knee, right fingertips behind you. Think of lifting up first and then rotate. Pull that right shoulder back, not rounding or slouching. And release to the other side. Right hand to your left knee, left fingertips back. Lift and then twist. Still pressing your shoulders away from your ears. Coming all the way back through to center. Close your eyes. Roll the shoulders a few times. Sitting up nice and tall. And see if there's one word that comes to mind as your intention for the day. And we'll bring our palms together at heart center, Anjali Mudra. And let's set this intention and close by chanting Om one time. We inhale to chant, breathe in. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing this short but strong morning class with me. Hopefully it helped to give you a little bit of a boost of energy. I have hundreds, literally hundreds of short morning classes here on my channel, so I'll put a link to the playlist if you wanted to make this a daily habit. Thanks so much. Have a great day, and maybe I'll see you on the mat tomorrow morning.